Hello all, I'm Samuel. Before I start ranting on, if there's anything you want me to post on YouTube, just random comments, because I'm pretty random, please email me at mrgetaclue@hotmail.com. Now I forget a lot of things, but I've written down some shit. First of all, why does the Pope need gold floors, gold seats, gold hats, gold rings, gold necklaces, gold jockstrap, I don't know, and a gold fucking staff with like diamond encrusted, ruby encrusted staff? What does it do? Could someone just like post out what that staff actually does? Death is coming. Rah, yeah. About Sunday Mass, I mean, if people want to do that and it makes them feel better, then whatever. But why? There's a guy that comes up at the start, dressed in black, and just starts ranting on and on and on and on and on to make these people feel better. Yeah, fine. Some of their stuff they say isn't actually in the Bible, like saying Jesus is the Messiah when he wasn't, because he didn't build the third temple. People just believe exactly what he says. And if you read the Old Testament, just please, because I'm so sick of people saying that Satan's evil and God is good. If you read the Old Testament, it's the absolute reverse of that. Try and find me one thing wrong that Satan did in the Old Testament. I challenge you to find me something wrong. God orders rape, child abuse, slavery, kills everybody. And that brings me to another point. The story of Lucifer was he was God's perfect angel. And when man was created, God wanted all the angels to worship men above him. Now, first of all, in the Ten Commandments, that proves to be full of shit anyway, because he's a jealous God and we have to worship him. Now, Lucifer loved God so much, he didn't want to worship man. Didn't mean he hated us, he just wanted to worship God above everybody else. And for that, God got his own brother to kill him. I mean, what would happen if someone told you to do something and you didn't do it, and your brother came and killed you? Do you think that's normal? How fucking psychotic's that? My fucking Christ. I mean, people 1,000 years ago used to kill people like me and others like me, thinkers, smart people, whatever you want to call us. Do you notice that when you've obviously had religious people come to your door recently, but just try and take their picture and send them to me, because that would be really, really funny, because if you actually look at them, they're really under-evolved, like they've got some teeth missing or buck teeth, and their eye kind of droops down like that, and their mouth starts coming out like that, or they've got a really small forehead and their eyes are like really far apart. So please just take that into consideration, that they must, all the stuff that gets built up in their brain must make a tumour and make all their facial reactions just go skew-if. I've got 1,000 things in my head that I want to say, and I can't say them all because they all want to come out at once. But, please, I'm just really fascinated about that gold staff that the Pope has that doesn't do anything. And you see, if you actually look at poverty, and this is fact, that it hasn't changed that much over, the past 30 years. But you see priests driving around Maseratis, Porsches, Ferraris, Beamers, just all that, and it doesn't... Do you people actually think that the poor actually get the money? Fucking... let me get a clue. Noah's Ark, the theory, that is the most far-fetched thing that is actually humanly possible. The animals just go against the rules of nature and don't kill each other and come from all over the world, and the ark rose above all the mountains under the heavens. So that would include Mount Everest. Now, the top of Mount Everest gets to nearly 98, 99 degrees Celsius. So all the animals would pretty much die anyway, wouldn't they? Sorry. And I've talked to people about this, and they go, well, what about the polar bears? They live in conditions like this. And you think, yep, no worries. Okay, think how next to fuck all oxygen there is on Mount Everest. And they couldn't breathe that for very long, let alone 40 days and 40 nights. And after that, all the humans who wiped out on Earth, how that's not very fair. What did they do wrong? I thought they were for people that were punished that would just die. But obviously not. I'm sure there were some good people before the Ark came along. And that thing on Mount Ararat is not Noah's Ark. It was the wrong wood, first of all. And there was cobwebs. Spiders don't usually live in temperatures like that, let alone ones that make cobwebs. So that was just false anyway. And until we get evidence, I don't know why people believe this stuff, because if you read, please read about the Sumerians, Lemurians, the Mayans. They were so smart. They didn't have a Bible. They predicted eclipses in the sky thousands of years before they even happened. They're smarter than us today. And I think this is my theory. And you can't really prove me wrong because it's my point of view anyway. And I said I think. So they've all had tales of the Great Flood anyway, every one of them. But yeah, they've always say these things about archaeological finds and stuff that the Sumerians found, which kind of went out of existence 2,000 years before Christ. So they were like 6, 7,000, 8, 9, 10,000 BC. That they knew all this stuff was happening around them, and the priests go, yeah, right, I got the best idea. Let's make a book of shit, but put these real things in there so people go, oh, that actually happened, oh my god, the whole book is true, and fuck you all if you don't believe me. Yeah, well, the Catholic Pope, the Pope, and all the cardinals and bishops and archbishops and other fucking pedophiles, their Bible, we're not allowed to read. We're not allowed to read their Bible. So what was into being translation, and all these new versions keep coming out, making Satan more evil and God more good. And it's like Chinese whispers, okay? You get, and please do this if you have 100 friends that are actually around, not on Facebook or stuff like that. Put them in a giant circle, or wherever, in rows, and whisper something into the ear. Chinese whispers. Yeah, this is my theory on all the new translations. Say something like, I love Cocoa Puffs. And you get that around 100 people, it'll end up coming back like, my grandmother shaves her legs and beavers rape alarm clocks. I mean, that's just my theory. And please send me emails, especially pictures of this. You can send me pictures of random shit, because that'll be quite funny. And yeah, like I said before, any random comments you want me to say would be awesome. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think of what else. I mean, I've wrote up a list of, I've got over 60 contradictions in the Bible, that in one book it says this, and then the other book talks about that, but in a completely different way. And I mean, really into detail, like the number of men that died and who was that father. And one right now, read Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and in the most Bibles they should have what was written on the cross. Yes, a cross, sorry, Miss Jehovah Witness faggots that you think, oh, Jesus wasn't born on the cross. If you read the Bible, it clearly states he's on a cross. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John all had different views of what was written on the cross. I mean, why couldn't they agree? Couldn't they just get together in a big gay orgy like they would do anyway? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is how archbishops act according to the Bible. I mean, raping kids. Oh, he touched me here. I'm a father, and I think that is completely fucking inappropriate and disgusting that archbishops would do like that. Muslims, I don't know too much about your religion, so I'm not going to bag too much on them because I don't understand it. But can you stop blowing the fuck out of everything? Jews, I don't know. The state of the car, or however you pronounce it, if you could send me an email of how you spell that, the Jewish dinner. Was that the Last Supper, or is that just something else? So yes, I'm glad talking today. Sorry, I've been a bit skittish. I'm kind of been a bit insomniac lately. But you'll definitely be hearing more of me. Another fact you want me to mention, just leave a comment. That'll be great. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Absolutely. Just another quote. I'm trying to think of something. Sorry, I do have 1,000 things going to my head at the moment. But Lucifer is Jesus, I think. I think. Not. I know. I think. In Isaiah, it explains that he's the morning star and all that, but in Revelations, please look it up. The last page, a few verses up from the top, and Jesus calls himself the morning star. And if you read in another Revelations that Jesus rode the pale horse and hell would follow him. Now, couldn't he be Lucifer? Oh, here's another thing about the fucking religious people. When something good happens in the Bible and it's written there, that's how it happened. So fuck you and do as I say, not as I do. And as soon as something bad is written in the Bible out of the same Bible, in the same book, just a few verses on, if there's something bad written, it has to be misinterpreted absolutely and means something completely different. I'll give an example. Jesus was a homo. Jesus walked down a mountain and waved at people, and Satan walked down the mountain and kissed everyone, that mountain would be turned to something like the government or something really big. And that wasn't the greatest example, but you can kind of see my point. There's something good written in the Bible, that's how it happened word for word. So if something bad's written in the Bible about God, it's mistranslated. No, that's not right, it actually means this and that, which don't even make sense, which is religion, I suppose, anyway. But I can't really call myself an atheist because I think there's something there. And people that believe in God and don't believe in the devil, I mean, how fucking stupid's that? I know I'm supposed to be going, but I've got a million things in my head and they're just coming out now. So yeah, I'll love you and leave yous, and I hope to get some emails from you. That would be very much appreciated. So have a great day.